Doesn't it look like my shirt should say beep?
Let's do it. 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 Let's do it.
Hi everyone, I'm Robert Rivera, and this is a special Q&A version of On the Cheap Tip. Now, because you guys ask me so many personal questions about my life and everything that goes on with me, I decided to devote an entire video to just answering your questions. So let's get started. And just FYI, I'm a little scared. So the first question that I have comes from Martica Trujillo, and I hope that I didn't murder your name. I'm half Puerto Rican, but I don't speak Spanish very well. And she asks, how did I get started with my channel? Well, that's a really good question. I have a really good friend who is an actress named Yue, and she has a channel here on YouTube called Miss Singlified, where she gives dating advice to guys. And if you'd like a little more information about her, I'll put her link down in the description box below. So she has this channel, and I thought it was like super cool because she gets to practice her hosting skills and produce her own creative work on YouTube. And I said, I would love to do something like that because I actually am an actor and I'm also a hip-hop dancer by day, and I really aspire to someday have my own show where I can like talk and maybe do a talk show. I don't know, something like that. And I thought that YouTube would be a really great way to up my skills. So I went to UA and I was like, I was thinking about starting my own channel, but I don't really know what to talk about. And the only thing I can think of is do-it-yourself skincare because everyone always asks me about my skin. And I'll never forget what she said. She said, do it. I think you'd be great at it. And her words just rang in my ear for a while, and then On the Cheap Tip was born, and I did my first video, and it was like 20 minutes long, and I had to learn how to edit things down, and I edited a lot of stuff out, actually, like curses and stuff that you don't really get to see. For a year and some odd months doing this, it has really become such a great thing in my life, and I really appreciate everyone out there for supporting me and liking my channel. Just this little boy from New Jersey that had a little dream, and now it's kind of coming true a little bit. So the next question I got is from HX Charlotte, and they ask, do I have any pets and what was my first pet? So the first answer is, do you not watch my channel? I have a dog named Mackie, and he's been on my channel like 5 times already. So yes, I have a dog named Mackie, and he's a miniature pinscher. So for my very first pet, and I have to say just my very first pet, because we've had like little birds and stuff, but I didn't count them as pets. I actually wanted a dog, but my parents did not want to get me a dog at such a young age. So they bought me a guinea pig, and her name was Ginger, and I ended up treating this guinea pig like she was a dog. I mean, I took her outside, I walked her on a leash. I mean, this guinea pig did not know that she was a guinea pig. She thought she was a dog. Had her for 5 months, and then she died of constipation. And I don't mean to laugh because I was actually really, really upset at the time. But the pet store didn't tell us that we needed to feed her roughage like every day. I thought you just give her her guinea pig food and then she'd be cool to go. But they didn't tell me that, and then she ended up dying because she didn't have the right stuff going through her system. So, oh, that was really, really sad. But I guess it's good because you kind of deal with death at a young age, even though I'm really not good with death even to this day. I can't go to wakes and stand over people's coffins. Like, it really freaks me out a little bit. Yeah. This got a little morbid. The next question I got is from Little God of War. That's an interesting name. And she asks, or he asks, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, what is my daily skincare routine? And I have one answer for this. My daily skincare routine is not having a daily skincare routine. All I do from day to day is listen to what my skin is telling me to do. If my skin is oily one day, I will do an oil control tip. If it's dry one day, I will do a moisturizing tip. If I feel like it's looking a little aged or like ragged or just dull, I will do an anti-aging tip. You just have to kind of listen to your skin and what it is telling you, because your skin can change day to day with the climate and the weather and whatever is going on in your life. So you just really have to pay attention. The next question that I got is from Chimelti, and they asked me, can I draw and do I have an example of my work? So yes, I actually can draw. I started drawing at a very young age because of my uncle Eddie, buddy who is a really great artist, and he used to give me art lessons and buy me art supplies and really inspired me to bring out my artistic side. So I had to go through my parents' house to find some of these things, so you know, I couldn't find a lot. But this isn't a part of my drawing, this is just a part of me when I was little. I made this for my dad, and this is a pencil holder. I made it out of macaronis, and I liked the color blue, so I painted it blue, and yeah, that's what I gave to my dad for Father's Day in kindergarten. And then I didn't find anything up until like 8th grade, so then I found this painting that I did in 8th grade, but then I realized that I actually didn't paint the trees. I had someone paint the trees for me, and my mountains and my sky, and then I did everything else, which is actually not that good, so this is probably not a good example. But I do have from high school my sketchbook, so I'm going to show you that. And this is one of my sketches I found from an art book. This is another sketch I did. And then I get a little bit better. This is a drawing of, I think, Superman in a comic book. And then another picture of a face. I used to love eyes. Eyes were like my favorite thing to draw. And then recently, more recently anyway, I painted a picture that hangs in my living room, and I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to pull it back. And it's a tree, and this hangs in my living room right now. So I have a few other things too, but I just couldn't fit them all in the bathroom, so there you go. The last question that I have time for is from Bored Now, and they ask, do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Now this kind of leads into another question that I get a lot, which is, are you gay? Which I don't normally answer because it has nothing to do with my tips or my character. And I find it almost, that question in particular, a little bit rude, because if you have to ask, then you probably know the answer, because you wouldn't ask a straight person if they were gay, because they would probably get really pissed off. So, but for the purposes of this video, yes, I am gay, and yes, I did have a boyfriend, but we are no longer together. He actually did a video with me on my channel, so I'll let you go search for that. And, but we broke up in January, and it actually ended on good terms, and we are actually still talking and communicating, and it was actually the most mature breakup that I've ever went through. And yeah, so I'm not going to tell you more about that, but that's pretty much it. So I am single. It's just time for me to be a little bit alone and, you know, concentrate more on what I need to do for myself and what I want to do in my life. So that's it. So this is my niece and nephew, Olivia and Shawnee. Say hi, guys. Say hi to the video.
Hi.
Hi. We hope that you enjoyed this. Make sure that you comment down below if you really like this and if you want us to do another video. And make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all next week for another great tip. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.